I just want to get better, better every day, better than I was the day before. So lately, I've been waking up every day and asking myself, what's one thing I can do today to just be better? And I go and I do that thing.
Uh, uh, uh. I look like a bag of money I'm on. They wanna know what I'm on. Got it. Diamonds dancing on my neck. That is the vibe I'm on. Drip. Way too lit. Who gon' check? You can tell me none. Boss mode in effect and my money long. If you ain't talking money, don't talk to me. I be over here where the bosses be. Pockets on thick, cause I eat my greens. Way too hot, 3,000 degrees. No pictures, please. Cameras flashing, I'm VIP, I'm a big deal. My life a movie, I'm the one they wanna be still. And I'm a queen, yeah. Keep it real, yeah. My circle tighter than an earring piercing. I look like a bag of money I'm on. They wanna know what I'm on. Diamonds dancing on my neck. That is the vibe I'm on. Drip. Way too lit. Who gon' check? You can tell me none. Boss mode in effect and my money long. Had to hurry up and wrap myself up so I don't catch a cold. The pores are open. Hey y'all, and welcome back to another vlog. Whew. Do y'all be stretching before y'all work out? I'm not really good at making that a practice, but I'm trying to get better at it. I also will never understand why people love the gym. I don't get it, but I'm here. So if you are a creative entrepreneur, you know that morning routines are super trendy. I am a creative entrepreneur myself. I'm a brand strategist, a creative director, and I also, of course, create my own content. And so in this space, I feel like morning routines and the fact that you have to have one is so trendy. What it needs to look like, what time you need to start it. And I ditched all of that. At the end of 2023, I went on a creative reset and I fasted from all of the rules. I had to unwire my mind from everything that, whew, mommy's still out of breath, from everything that I was taught or told about what success looked like. And morning routines were a part of that. Now, I still believe in them and I still think it's nice to have one, but they should be really custom to you. And I think that is what was clogging my brain with the morning routine as a creative specifically. As creatives, we need room for randomness. And when things are routine, it's hard to be random. So I decided to ditch my whole morning routine so that I could figure out what I needed and what really works for me as a creative entrepreneur. I really needed to rediscover my creative process so that I can operate from a place of authenticity and actually create content that I loved. And when you are a creative, you know, sometimes we need the chaos and the randomness and the time to just sit and do nothing, or the loudness even sometimes can kind of inspire us creatively. I realized that nothing about my morning routine was random, and that's because it wasn't my own. So that is the first reason, the first thing that I'm going to share is I ditched my morning routine because it wasn't mine. Nothing about it was random, and that's because it wasn't mine. I didn't own it. It wasn't my own. It was something that I was following. You've seen it all. Top 5 habits of millionaires. Here's what CEOs do before 5 o'clock. Here's what the richest people mornings look like. You've seen all of those things. And so you start to add those things to your routine because it's what you're told success looks like. But I really had to unwire and figure out what worked for me. Girl, I don't know whose it was, okay? It was filled with so much stuff that just fluff that just wasn't me. It wasn't how I operate. And so I needed to get back into a creative flow. And so I redesigned it so that it could be my own, so that it could reflect the things that work for me. And so during this time of my fasting, I ignored
everything. Like usually people fast spiritually and they give up like certain foods or certain distractions like social media. And some of those things were included too. But what I really focused on during this creative fast was ignoring the rules, the things that we were taught about how to be productive, how to be successful, how to be creative. Girl, I ignored it all. So I'm going to share more with you about how I have revamped my mornings, but it's time to get out this gym because, I don't really like coming here anyway. So I'll tell y'all more about it later.
When they come to my yard, ice me out and leave me alone. You know I be popping off.
Okay, so we are dressed. A little wrap dress. It's giving my life is together, but it's so not. The pandemic really spoiled us with not leaving the house, not getting dressed, not doing a whole bunch of nothing. So I'm trying to be better, be a better person, and I want to make a practice of getting dressed even though I'm not leaving the house. I did record some content, so that's always a reason to get dressed, but it's so easy when you work from home to just roll out of bed and get to work, but I want to make an active effort to put some clothes on even when I'm not leaving the house, because it really does help with your mood, your productivity, and just makes you feel a little better. So here is the dress. I tried it. It didn't work. Hold on. Here is the dress. Make sure the girls don't fall out. Here is the dress. We are dressed. So I am getting ready for a clarity call at 1:30. It is currently 1:13. So let's get into another reason why I ditched that morning routine. I'm Drake. That just rhymed. I miss my calling. That was a bar. That rhymed. Let's rewind it. Let's run it back. But I'm pretty sure that rhymes. So another major reason why I ditched my morning routine is, girl, I was actually feeling less creative, but also less productive. By the time I finished doing all 5 to 7 things that was on the list, get up early, because that's a task in itself. Get up at 5 a.m., work out, pray, meditate, journal, read, make breakfast, like all of the common things that they tell you are in those millionaire morning routines. By the time I finished doing all that, I was exhausted. And I found myself less productive throughout the day because in my mind, it kind of felt like I had already done so much because I went through all of the steps of the morning routine. So the things that I needed to work on or wanted to focus on, I felt a little bit overwhelmed because my body and my mind tricked me into believing that I had already done so much. By the time I finished my morning routine, I needed a nap. So what I decided to do was I am best at, sometimes I need to wake up and just get straight to it. I am very productive, I've noticed. When I wake up 6 o'clock, I get straight to it and I go head down. I call it a strong focus hour. So I do 2 hours. It's 2 hours, but you can do one. I do 2 hours of strong head down focus work. Phone on do not disturb. Usually this works best for me either really early in the morning or late at night because things are just quieter. The email, the neighborhood, everything is just quieter. And I do 2 hours of focus work. And I am the most productive when I start my day like that. So sometimes I just roll out of bed and I literally get straight to it. Okay? I don't even brush my teeth. But that ain't y'all business because y'all ain't got to be here to smell it. Like, I literally just need to get some of that creative energy, some of the things that festered or came up overnight out immediately. And I find myself more productive throughout the day when I do it. So I'll do that from like 6 to 8. And then at 8 o'clock, I'll go and start my day and kind of launch into like a morning routine. And I think that's one of the things that wasn't working for me is that my morning routine, the way that it was taught, it was the very first thing that I did. Like, it's almost frowned upon if you don't do these things first. And that just wasn't working for me. It worked better for me to get some work done first and then go work out, then pray, then, do all of those things that are suggested that you do. So that's been really, really crucial in redesigning my day and recrafting my own morning routine, is making sure that when I get up some days, if I feel the spirit, the urge of go get some work done right now immediately, listening to that and honoring that, because those are the days when I'm honestly the most productive. Okay, so we got 9 more minutes before we jump on this call. So another reason is I felt really forced. I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. It felt forced and rushed through. When I would wake up at 5 a.m. and do all of the steps in order every single day, my mind was kind of somewhere else in the middle of the routine, which was the day, right? And this one kind of goes with what I just shared, I have other things to do, and my mind is kind of immediately there when I wake up. And so I do like to wake up and have the moment of just gathering your thoughts. Like, I don't like to wake up and then immediately get up, but to me, that kind of just looks like laying in bed awake for a few minutes. I don't really need like this is how you flow into your day. I love slow mornings, but I realize I don't necessarily need like the routine to have a slow morning. So it felt like I was rushing through, let me do these things so that I can get to do what I really need to do, right? And not that I didn't need to do the things that were involved in my morning routine. I definitely need to work out, right? I definitely need to pray, and I definitely need to journal and all of those things. So I'm not putting it like on the back burner or making it less than, but my mind was focused on the work that I needed to do to accomplish certain things throughout the day. And I found myself not really enjoying and rushing through the morning routine. And that's another reason why I ditched it. And sometimes, especially lately, I find myself loving my prayer time at night. Something about the day being over, I feel like me being able to talk to God and journal, it feels more settling because the day has passed. My mind is clear about what I have to do because I did it, and I'm really able to focus and have that time with God. And so that's been another major change for me, is putting my intentional, I mean, I pray all day, every day. Me and God, we be talking, okay? But my intentional prayer time, reading the Bible, doing a devotional, I've noticed that that has kind of really worked better for me. I'm more locked in the evening hours and at night because, again, the day is gone, so I don't have anything distracting me or on my mind, and I'm able to be more intentional and present in my prayer time. Look at my screensaver, y'all. Isn't it cute? It's my instead of doing a traditional vision board this year, I did a magazine style vision board. And so I made all these different covers and I set it as my screensaver to remind me so that I can look at it throughout the year. But anyway, there's our call reminder. So we have just about 5 minutes before we have to hop on the clarity call. I am really looking to work with this client, so we'll see how it goes, and I'm gonna let y'all sit in and take a listen so that you can see how these calls go and just get a little peek into a day in my life, child.
How nice is the sun today? We don't need permission to play.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Say hi to the vlog. Say hi, Tanaj. I have I have 5 minutes before I hop on a clarity call. So I was just trying to set up here to capture a little bit of it.
Oh, good. Are your clarity calls discovery calls?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually a part.
People be calling them other stuff. I be seeing a lot of new stuff. I'm like, oh, that's good. Connection calls.
Okay.
Alignment calls.
Okay.
You know, that's what I'm like,
Okay, I like it. It all works.
yeah. That's like, all right, yeah, let's keep going.
Focus on building out that series so that you can start to attract those people. So this is designed for you to ditch keeping up with social trends and daily content planning and instead create an original piece of content in the form of a signature series. So I tap into my TV production background and I fully produce it. This service begins with creative concepts, and we start to really think through what are the things that you want to talk about? What are the big pieces? Because I like for my clients to not focus on day-to-day posting, but what are the big pieces? Like, what are the things that are coming down the pipeline for the whole quarter? And that way you can back into content production and content strategy more holistically instead of thinking of social media as here's something I'm going to post today. And so as your creative director on this project, I guide you from conception to completion. So this includes your messaging, your series production and visual style, your creative storytelling.
I've just started to create video, as you see. I mean, it took me a long time. All right, let me do something. So I'm just wrapping my head around.
Let's go, let's just get away. Don't keep me waiting. No doubt we'll be working great. We haven't met by mistake. Your eyes, they.
I definitely know that of all the people that I've spoken to, you are the best person that I've had a conversation with.
Oh,
I was like, okay, she knows what she's doing.
Thank you.
I'm very excited. Yes, but I want to also. Sounds perfect.
Talk to you later. All right, bye-bye. Chicken, get your chicken here. What sitcom is that from? Let me see if you guys are my people. If you know, put it in the comments. Popular black sitcom. It ain't chicken though, but we do got some packages. I have been on this mission to find more creative things, to just bring myself back, to put myself back in that creative energy and be in a creative space all around. And so we got some packages here. Let's open them up.
Showing faith, so don't keep me waiting. So don't keep me waiting. You know it can be real nice. We'll grow, but in the meantime, let's get it going. We don't need no one. Say so, I'll take you to Mars. It's worth it, see it in the stars. I'ma do it, keep you warm next to me. Ooh, baby blue, we ain't got nothing to lose. You'll be mine, I'll be yours too. With me,
Okay, so let me show y'all the creative merch I got. I'm so excited. Okay, let me sit it down so I don't break nothing, child, because, whew. All right, so the first thing I got is this brain bank. It is by a creator. Her name is Danye Taylor, and this is a physical product, like an actual product that she designed, created. Like, this is her brainchild. And when I saw it, first of all, I love her. So I absolutely wanted to support. I love supporting young entrepreneurs, fellow creatives. But when I saw it, I love art like this. Like, I have the perfect place that I'm going to put this. But I love that she was able to take this idea of like your creativity, your creative ideas is your currency. And so she made a bank out of a brain. Genius. The mold here is just so perfect. Like, this is so pretty and so unique. Like, I love conversation pieces in my home. And y'all know I'm on a path to unlocking and reigniting my true creativity. So little stuff like this really does make a difference to me. I'm obsessed. And so she has these little, let's sit that down, child. We don't want to break nothing. So it comes with these $2 bills so that you can write your ideas on them and then drop it into the bank. And then you can pull your ideas out. I'm going to pull my ideas out as I implement them, because I told you guys earlier this year, I'm really big on implementing ideas and not sitting on them and waiting till they're perfect, like taking imperfect action. And so I'll drop my ideas in and then I'll pull them out and implement them. And that'll be my way of keeping track on how many ideas I actually put out into the world this year. Love this. Go Danye, go sis. Black women. Thank you, God, for making me a black woman. Okay. Ooh, child, not the little boxy things that got in my hair. Okay, there we go. And then the next thing, you know, we love a good sweatshirt. I am personally a crew neck kind of girl more than I am a hoodie girl. I love a good crew neck, you know, primarily because, you know, the hair be given and the makeup be given. So it's easier to get this over my big ass head. But this is from a brand. You probably have all seen these a lot. It's called For the Crew Clothing. And they make a line of merch. And so it just simply says, sorry, I'm a creative. And the mission behind the message is like, you know, sorry, you can kind of really interpret it how you want to. Actually, I don't want to lie. I'll tell you exactly what it is. And then I'll tell you like my version of it. So the website says, as a creative, you are different and you stand out from the crowd. The way your brain works is crazy and not everyone gets that. So why not use this shirt? I love that, to express that. Sorry, I'm a creative. So it's basically saying, Instead of apologizing for the way you think, the way you are, the way you create, use the shirt to do so instead. So apologize in advance. And then in parentheses, it says, even though we know you're not really sorry. So that is the brand's meaning of it. And my own interpretation of it is the same thing. It's kind of like, sorry, I don't understand, you know, that work that you're doing. I'm a creative. Or sorry, I'm very much, more descriptive or dramatic or imaginative. It's like, sorry, I'm a creative. It's like an attitude, a swag, a way of life. So I really like this merch to add to all of the things that I'm buying to reignite my creativity. So back to ditching my morning routine as a creative. So I'm really still in the process of reworking and rewriting what my morning routine looks like for me. I feel like the undoing has been a long process in itself. And so while some things I've incorporated are here to stay, I'm still figuring it out. And as I'm on this journey of really getting back to like my creative roots and creating from a place of love and authenticity and just not listening to what nobody else ass gotta say, I'm really enjoying figuring out what works for me. And so I just want to share again, this is we're going through this together in real time. So stand by for some updates later down the line, but I just want to share a few big takeaways as I've been going through this process. So I was able to figure out what didn't work. Now I'm rediscovering what does work. So y'all know I be taking notes to make sure I give the girls all the goods, okay? So a few key takeaways. One of the biggest things I've been doing to help is blocking time on my calendar to do leisurely things. So this is happening in the morning. And so instead of doing the exact same thing every morning, there'll be a block of time. It could be as little as 15 minutes, or it could be as long as an hour, where I try to make time to do something leisurely. And what I mean by that is whatever comes to mind. It could be, I want to read 15 minutes worth of this book. I want to watch a nice YouTube video, 15 minutes, or maybe I want to go take a walk, whatever it is, but just blocking time that's random. Like it's just a time block on the calendar, but it doesn't say or assign or delegate anything specifically. That has really like just freed up my mind to kind of see where the day takes me. And I've really been enjoying that. It's less anxiety when I get to do something random throughout the day. The next thing is getting shit. I can't even read it. The next thing is getting out of the house to work in the mornings. So when you work from home, it's very easy to just stay right up and through here. And I get really comfortable with just being home. Now I do have other entrepreneur friends in and around Atlanta that I will meet up with to co-work, but it's usually like during the middle of the day. I'm making it a practice to like go meet up with people for breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and making getting out of the house a part of my morning routine. I think one of the things that also didn't work for me with doing it the recommended way is so much of it was done alone by yourself inside. And it felt, again, it just didn't feel like me. It was a little bit isolating, and it kind of felt restrictive. So leaving the house is really forcing my creative juices to start to flow better, and interacting with people on the earlier side of the day is making me feel present again in ways that I really haven't felt present. I've been feeling like a little bit disconnected from things, and that's in the physical and in the digital sense. And so it's kind of helping me, I'm extroverted. Like I like to talk. We know this. And so going out of the house in the morning, specifically in the morning, like starting your day earlier with that human interaction has been really good for me and my morning routine. Okay, girl, let's see. We got one more or two more. We got one more. So the last one is creating a nighttime routine. Now you might be thinking, girl, what the night got to do with the day? But hear me out. Hear me out. I had made it a habit of just falling asleep. And I think it's a big difference between falling asleep and actually going to bed. So now I've been making sure that my nighttime routine includes things that help me wind down, because it energizes me and helps me sleep better and helps me be less wired so that I could actually wake up in the morning and have a morning routine. I found that a lot of times I was dragging in the morning or wasn't really into like, let's get up and do my morning routine, is because I kind of just fell asleep and woke up wondering, dang, when did morning get here? But if I created this nighttime routine for myself. Simple things, again, reading, watching your favorite show, doing your skincare routine, just making an active effort and practice to do these things to prepare yourself for bed instead of just falling asleep on the couch, which I had been doing, or just going to lay down. It really helped settle me at night. So I woke up more encouraged, inspired, and had more of a desire to actually begin now doing these things that I had to do in the morning. So, yes, a nighttime routine has been very instrumental in helping me redesign my morning routine. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. I ain't got the answer, Sway. Okay. This is a real time process that I am taking you guys along the journey with me. So I hope you found something useful in this video. If you did, let's see. If you made it this far in the video, I always like to invite you all to share something with me. And so let's see. Okay, I got it. This video was heavy on creativity, redesigning your morning routine as a creative entrepreneur, even showing you guys like just some of the creative practices and just things that I'm doing to help myself get back more to the foundation of how I like to create. So if you made it this far in the video and it was helpful, I want you to put create my way or creating my way in the comments. Okay. I appreciate you so much for journeying with me on this journey, because I couldn't find another word. But I want to thank you so much for journeying. Whatever, child. Thank you. I just want to thank you for sticking with your girl. Okay. This has been fun to share. And as I continue to make updates about all of the goings on, I will continue to let you guys know what's working for me and what ain't. So let me know what's going on in your morning routine, what you think, what you're doing, what you ain't doing, all of that thing. I love chopping it up with y'all in the comments, and I will see you